You want to know who could sing out of the era of Ashanti and Murder Inc.? Who the fuck even else was making songs then? Like Murder Inc. kind of like took over a complete summer or two.
No, it's a decade. It's a 10-year window from let's say 99 to 2009. Because you said that's when O&O came out, right?
Yeah, well, Only You. I forgot when that came out.
Only You, yeah.
I forgot.
I don't think that was 2009.
Yeah, it's probably like 2007 or some shit.
That's even better.
Yeah, but when she was in that, she was singing. She was singing.
A couple years removed from high school. I don't even know who the fuck else was singing at that time.
Was Kiki Wyatt singing? She was singing. That was like 2000, right?
Anything Kiki Wyatt touches, bro, is gold.
Yeah, she only what was her run? A year or two?
Don't matter what her run was. listen to the songs in the run.
You don't
about
think that she
pretty much about the same length as like Fantasia.
I'm not the only one that could. Fantasia can sing.
Yeah, she can. She can sing.
She got to because that mouth, like all that voice
come
out.
There you go.
Mouth. Nah,
there you go.
Fantasia got a bass mouth. Everybody knows.
Damn.
Had a good 2-3 songs.
Fantasia.
Yeah. Because Ashanti can't sing, but somehow, some way, she had the longest run out of everybody. So I'm just trying to.
Who got a point?
Who was behind these other names though? You got Murder Inc. pushing Ashanti.
That's not.
Who was pushing Fantasia? She's by herself.
She
solo
artist.
artist.
Murder Inc.
Kiki Wyatt by herself. What, the 2 songs with Avant? He wasn't pushing her because she shadowed his song. I wouldn't have pushed him either.
He sings better than her, right?
Avant.
Yeah.
Sings better than Kiki Wyatt? Nigga, no. Because even if a nigga listens to those songs, I guarantee behind closed doors, you don't got an audience, you singing Kiki Wyatt part.
No, you singing Kiki Wyatt.
Nigga, you think I'm not going to admit to it?
I know you are. You don't have a choice. You just subliminally did it. And now you got it.
Hey, I would definitely. I've been in the car, speeding on the highway. Kiki Wyatt, come on, I'm singing her part.
It was a good 2 songs. I give you that. Kiki Wyatt, a good 2 songs.
And those 2 songs,
a good year run.
And those 2 songs showed more range than Ashanti's catalog.
It's kind of messed up.
I mean, that's just the
it's
truth
so
of the business.
It's so false.
It's the truth of the business.
It's not the truth of the business.
Just because you got more songs.
The numbers will indicate different from the truth of the business.
We talking about numbers and we talking about talent.
All right, now.
It's a reflection of talent.
All right, here we go. Let me get the hand rub going.
Talent. Think of niggas that can't rap. Soulja Boy. How many numbers he got?
That's talent.
Talent?
Yeah.
You might
not like that talent.
It doesn't take talent to make nigga and nigga rap, bro.
Why can't everybody do it?
Why can everybody?
It's a reason why he did it and other rappers come in and flame out. It's a big reason why. Like,
yeah, it's called YouTube.
Why other rappers ain't use YouTube?
Because nobody thought to. He was the one
after him.
That
why didn't like? It's a reason it works for some people. And
because
for
think
others.
about the subconscious hate that he gets because of his lack of talent. Niggas like, I don't want to take the Soulja Boy route to pop off. I mean, they shoot themselves in the foot with that.
I'm about to say, you know what that sound like? That sound like too much pride. And
we
had this talk outside almost every time. You gotta put that aside sometimes. You want to feed your family? You want generational wealth? I'm gonna sell ringtones, Slum. You know?
That's because you had a wherewithal to do that shit. Like I'm not
too much pride.
I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't take the Soulja Boy route.
And now look at Soulja Boy. He everywhere. I was the first rapper to do this. Now the resume look good. You know what I'm saying? You look back on it like, damn, he is the first to do this, do that, do this, do that. Now it look good. You know what I'm saying?
But like if you think about, I was the first to do this as opposed to I was the first to do this well.
He did do it well.
He did what well? Nothing.
The first person to sell 1 million ringtones, not excluding the album sales. The ringtones, he sold 1 million of those.
That's because that was the age of the ringtones.
He made it that. We ain't give a fuck about no ringtones before that.
That's because niggas made music for their MySpace pages.
So when Soulja Boy came out, you ain't fuck with none of his music at all.
I don't think
not one song
that he can rap.
He's lying.
I don't think that's not a lie at all. My whole point of music is lyricism.
You ain't bob your head now.
Bobbing your head is not admitting that a nigga can rap.
You heard,
listen to the beats.
I'm like this to be a soldier girl. You ain't bob your head now one time when that song came on.
Nigga,
everybody
bob their head because it's the beat.
Look. You ain't subconsciously saying.
Right, think about a song that's horrible. Think about a song that's horrible. Okay. They got a dope ass beat and chorus. Of course, you gonna bob your head to.
All right, so you never sang the lyrics?
The lyrics,
You
like,
never not
what he rapped. Fuck no.
What about the chorus? You never.
Because he's not the chorus.
Hop about the bed, turn my swag. I know you said that to yourself, bro.
You couldn't get away from that. You couldn't get away from that one.
Right.
That was specifically
right.
But good. Not only that, because I think didn't 05 play that around their graduation and shit?
That wasn't out there. That came out the year I graduated. That was 07. Nah, turn my swag on was like 08.
It was. Then I think
he came out in 2007 to crank that. You know,
it might have been Gucci
down.
Bandana. That might have been the one.
Oh, and I know niggas rocking that.
Yeah,
Everybody did.
Yeah. That song was definitely
when Reaction did the little remix. Reaction
Yeah,
man.
You think it takes talent for something to be catchy though?
No,
because it don't. It's not talent.
No, that's what I said.
That's marketability.
That's what I was saying about Ashanti and Beyonce. That's why I said it agree.
They marketable.
It takes more than just being in. You were saying who could sing better, and I'm like, that doesn't mean nothing.
It means
Mike,
everything
Mike
to
could
my
be
ears.
the best writer we've ever seen, but
marketability.
I could be more marketable. Like the chicken, the lolly dolly bullshit that I write, the nursery rhyme bullshit that I write, people might want to hear that more than his thrillers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And that's another harsh truth for the business.
Right.
That has nothing to say.
Or
it doesn't speak on talent whatsoever.
I might just got more money to push my shit out there a little bit further than Mike. If Mike putting $30 into it and I'm putting $300, odds are 100 people gonna see mine and like 10 people gonna see his.
And that analogy right there explains in whole the difference between why Ashanti has push and why Kiki Wyatt and them don't.
But Ashanti ain't the only female artist that had a machine behind her.
You're right.
Or that didn't. Like, what about Beyonce? Beyonce didn't have a machine behind her.
Beyonce always had a machine behind her.
Man,
her parents.
She kind of did.
Her parents pushed.
It was her managers. Like,
yeah,
she was
of course. That was the machine.
Come on, yo.
She ain't had to do shit but show up and sing. They did all the work, and she got marketed for that shit. Now, you got Ashanti, who ain't to do shit but look good, barely dance, and sound decent on a beat.
Decent.
Nigga, cut to the acapellas and tell me you gonna still jam. You're not. And if you do, it's because you're trying to fuck.
I've actually heard Ashanti sing acapella, and she's not bad.
I never said that she couldn't sing. I said she can't sing.
Well, that's cool. Like I'll agree with you when you say, "Oh, she can't sing," but singing,
she definitely had the machine behind her.
All right, so who didn't have a machine that was just like? Because I feel like that doesn't really matter.
It don't.
Because it's people that's without the machines that get big. Like, man, it might happen less frequently.
It's definitely a less frequent thing. Like there's a couple that slip through the cracks.
What about Alicia Keys?
Did she have a machine behind her?
No, I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Who was she signed to? She signed like Def Jam. You signed to Def Jam, you got a machine behind you. So
you definitely don't.
You don't.
Look how many artists Def Jam has that nobody's heard of. Like, matter of fact, go back and play fucking the Def Jam games, right?
Yeah.
And think about all the extra characters on there that nobody knew who the fuck they was. They just filled up space.
Right,
there was niggas on their roster.
But that's look compared to all the people on Def Jam that ever popped off.
You got people that popped off, but then you got people that still
the most iconic
behind.
artists of all time came from Def Jam.
Yeah, and that machine. But you still got that machine, and you got artists on there that no one's even fucking heard of.
Right.
For all you know, I could be signed to Def Jam.
Right.
No one's ever fucking heard of me because I'm not having the machine push me.
You ain't out here working hard enough then.
I guess that's what it is then.
It is. When people sign to Def Jam, it ain't like LL Cool J just walked through the door and they was like, "Yo, let's push him and not him." He's obviously he's working. He's doing something that he deserved a chance.
Because I think that actually happens. I think it actually happens when they decide we're gonna make this push for this person.
Yeah, they might have some favorites, yeah, but I'm saying it can't work. All the successful people, it couldn't have been that story for them. Somebody came in, like you think when they first signed, like, Lord, I'm gonna hate to say Fat Joe, but all right, Big Pun. I can't do Fat Joe. Sorry.
The disrespect is real.
Did they come from the same machine though?
The same group, yeah.
Because if Pun was still alive, he definitely would be more out there than Joe is.
Right, but he didn't come in the door like that. That's what I'm saying. Like niggas like Cameron, they didn't come in the door what they were when they became like what we liked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but certain niggas also had.
Certain niggas like work towards it. That's what I'm saying.
But you also Cameron had a street machine. He may not have had the other machine. It do. Think about it.
Come on.
How many niggas was selling shit out of the back of their car or had
few
they
niggas.
folks out here pushing for them?
A few.
Yeah, and that was their machine.
Oh, so you should do that now.
I don't even rap no more. I should have done that when I was rapping.
You can make your own machine. Yeah, I'm just saying. It took a while before he got to what he was. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah, he ain't falling in the cracks.
DMX didn't come. He didn't sign with Def Jam day one, and then next thing you know, the Rough Riders anthem was out. It don't work. It ain't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he had that. They like for I think certain artists when they came along, they already had like a mystique about them or like that word of mouth for certain people.
That's what I said. They take advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, but some people look at it like, all right, the streets are talking about this nigga. I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna push him for a record or two. See what the feed is. If it doesn't pop off, then we gonna look at this other nigga. Sometimes that other nigga never gets the chance to get looked at because that first nigga is still popping.
Right.
Craig Mack was popping when Biggie came on the scene, and then Biggie took the fuck over. What happened to Craig Mack?
But since you brought up Biggie, the same thing that happened with Jay-Z under Biggie. Like Jay-Z popped, and it's like, yo, yeah, Biggie's like that, but he's all right too. You know what I'm saying? It's just it all depends on, because one, everybody should be in agreement that. Come on, bro, Craig Mack.
But Craig Mack was their premier artist at that time.
Right.
And then Biggie came, and they was like, Craig who?
Yeah, you wouldn't have said that. Did you? So
that's beyond the point, bro. We're talking about for the point of this conversation.
When Big came out, you still was like, I mean, he is nice, but let's keep Craig Mack at the fore. You know?
New Flavor in Your Ear was pumping a little hard.
Yeah, that was a fire ass song.
Before Juicy took off.
One song.
That's all it takes sometimes. If you got
Biggie gave you a classic
and
album.
niggas that laughed at before, and that shit's popping now, Craig who? Cause what he come out with after that?
Who? Biggie?
Craig Mack.
Craig, nothing. Exactly.
Because
Biggie came out with Biggie came out with an iconic album. That's the difference. A hot song versus a hot album. I can tell you one thing.
Craig Mack probably had
Craig Mack lucky I wasn't Diddy because he'd have been off the fucking label.
You a dirty motherfucker.
We don't need you no more. Sorry.
It was like, nah, you get tenure because you was the first nigga.
He looked.
That's probably why he still be at bad boy parties. Like, don't nobody really fuck with Craig Mack no more. But they nah, that's cuz his picture up there.
And if it wasn't Biggie, if Biggie wouldn't have pushed him out the door once Mace would have got here, I'm sorry, bro, you gone. You gone.
That shit's savage.
Mace was another machine, nigga. That nigga, he had a lot of the machine behind him, but within good reason.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
ghostwriting for everybody. And
both sides of Mace had the machine behind him though, because Murder Mace and Dancing Mace, because he's definitely two Mace
and Gospel Mace.
Or Pastor Mace.
Pastor Mace had the machine behind.
Because I ain't gonna flex like Welcome Back there and Crank.
It did though.
When he came back, yeah, like
Welcome Back Crank so hard.
Yeah.
Like he had a lot of bangers. Like remember, like he had, I think he left twice, didn't he? Didn't he leave twice?
He left the first time. I think he did like some solo shit. Then he stopped, found God.
He didn't leave. He just kept changing until Big got killed. And that's when it was just.
I think after Bad Boy was Murder Mace. Then he went to Pastor Mace, and then went back to Murder Mace again.
Yeah, because when he came back, he was with Bad Boy and them for that split second.
Yeah, because he dropped like 2-3 songs,
and then he went to G Unit.
So he was Murder Mace and G Unit. Yeah, that's right, because they was doing disses and shit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Because when he came back, he dropped Welcome Back and Breathe, Stretch, Shake, Jump.
Yeah.
And then
I remember that was on NFL Street too.
Nigga, I think he was like contractually binded. I think
he still is.
Shit.
I think Diddy let like G Unit borrow him.
Like, you can have him for a second.
Yeah,
bring him back.
Yeah, I can do a couple projects, but yeah,
rinse him off.
He still trying to get his masters from Diddy. He can't even get his, like I don't know.
This is Diddy. Diddy doing everybody dirty.
He does. I wouldn't sign with Bad Boy. I would just.
That's like the last person you want to sign with.
Yeah, only person who and Big just got killed, so ain't no telling how that would have turned out.
Oh boy, yeah.
Eventually,
Man, like, yeah, what happened to Danny Kane, Loon,
and my
the
man
band?
right
Loon.
there. Yeah, Loon. I fuck with Loon. G-Dap. Special delivery.
Now, Loon was on like
Special
so many
Delivery was that
hot
shit.
singles,
Yeah.
bro.
All right, and look, speaking of Craig Mack, the special delivery remix.
Look. That's
He
like
came back. He came back, dropped heat.
it's like 13 years. I think he came out.
He had to come back and drop
that's his
heat.
next memorable moment. 13 years from when he debuted.
Hey, look, the funniest shit about that is that he came back. He was fire on that remix.
He was.
He mentioned his album on the remix.
Dude, look,
You've heard
can't let
nothing
go.
about that shit.
Can't let go.
You've heard nothing about his album at all.
He knew that album wasn't
He
dropping.
was, I gotta say it. If I don't say it, ain't nobody else gonna hear it. That shit's savage.
Yeah, because by the time when Special Delivery came out, it was a whole different Bad Boy at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Rob.
Black
Yeah,
Rob.
R.I.P.
G
Black
Dap,
Rob.
Yeah,
all
rest in
that.
peace, Black Rob. Yeah,
Dog.
G-Dap, like you said, Loon. They was messing with Wichita real heavy. Mario Wyman.
Oh my God, he
Yeah.
can't sing.
Mario Wyman.
Bruh,
Yeah, you can't disrespect the son of the legends, man.
I can though because
can't,
his father,
His father had to go ahead and say his father like that.
his father is. That's what I'm saying. His father is.
Father like
If,
that. Like
if
a
that's
mother.
the standard and that's what you come and do, listen to that joke. What's that song?
That's his father? Is that his father? BB?
I feel like
Because that would
they
mean
was
like
his parents. I don't know. I might be wrong.
I
And
know
if
they brother and sister. I thought they was married.
BB and CC.
Yeah, I thought they was married, but this whole time they just brother and sister. I did not know that.
I just know Mario. Like if you want to take if he is part of that family,
No, he definitely related.
Then-
He definitely related.
the singing gene, he a couple branches down.
Go ahead. Son. Mario, all right, man.
Nah, bro.
Shout out
What
to
song
the,
is
Shout out
it?
to the gospel legends, by the way. BB and CC Winans, for those not in the know.
Alright.
If it wasn't for Kirk Franklin, BB Winans might be the gospel goat.
Speaking of Kirk Franklin,
Kirk Franklin is.
how do you feel about Kirk
DJ
Franklin?
Khaled of gospel. He don't do nothing but speak. He the
Yeah.
Diddy of gospel.
Yeah.
He on your track. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just let
anything
him.
else.
Like
Whoever the
Jeezy,
feature-
all ad libs.
They just drop it all
Whoever
out
the
there.
feature artist is, they do like all the work on the song, and he just
All he do
he gonna
is
get a
say
slight
what's
praise. Yeah,
happening.
he gonna get a slight praise, man.
So how do you feel about his singing? Sang or sing?
Who?
Like Kirk Franklin.
Best ad libs in the game.
But I say he an ad lib, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but
best ad libs better than Jeezy.
He don't sing. He like, you know how Scarface don't rap, he talk.
Yeah.
That's Kirk Franklin in gospel. He don't sing. He'll talk to you.
And you catch him when he get to doing that little emotional talking that he be doing.
Hey, that nigga pump you up. He gonna keep being everybody else a God. He the DMX of gospel.
Yeah,
He gets you motivated.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I remember the old people. They used to crank they used to crank Kirk Franklin like it was go go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stomp.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Stomp took over.
That was the first ever song that I thought was go go, but wasn't. So like, I really fuck with it because like Kirk Franklin always had that, like he had that it factor even when he first started. Like people loved his music, but really didn't get behind like his singing. I like the way that he sang, but it's just like I didn't get enough of it. So it's like it's hard to judge.
Well, obviously now since he's still around and still making bomb music, he was just preserving himself.
All right, I'll
He
accept
burn
that.
all his vocals out early on, and now he sound like Mariah Carey or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This ain't one of them live performances where her voice gave out.
yeah.
And then like her leg gave out because she wasn't dancing no more. She was just moving her
Yeah,
arms.
you know, so you got, I preserve myself, let you do all the singing, and I just come on, hallelujah. You know, like you said, hallelujah. You know, praise God. You know what I'm saying? Now he just, yeah. the
I
gospel
feel like he
dude.
could narrate what I be doing, and I'd be motivated to do that shit.
Yeah.
He'd be like, and Tez wakes up in the morning,
Uh-huh.
and he fixes a bowl of cereal. Hallelujah. That cereal, I'm gonna crush that cereal.
Shut up, bro. Shut up.
That's
I'm
back.
just saying, that's how it is, bro.
Supreme motivator.
Hey, yo.
Kirk Franklin, man.
All right, I'm gonna give you another one. Keisha Cole, how you feel about her?
Love her.
I love Keisha Cole.
Me too.
She can sing too.
Yeah,
can
sang.
She
Yeah.
can sing.
I was wondering because
You know, he's like a harsh critic in there. You know, you never know what this is.
I like my music specific ways. Keisha Cole can sing.
Then she had a who she had the verses against? Was it
Uh,
Ashanti?
I don't know,
She lost.
but I know
Whoever was against her, she lost. Oh, so speaking of that, what about since we was doing the '90s, the late '90s to the mid 2000s? What about Brandy and Monica?
that right. Like both of them can sing to me.
Yeah,
To me.
I'm in love with Brandy. That used to be that's my ex girlfriend.
even though like it's been rumored that she was somewhat of an asshole.
Yeah, I
I
heard
can
that.
see that. That's
actually.
probably why she's all holier than thou now. To try to like.
Yeah, the people who used to be like super assholes, they calm down.
That's like parents that turn into grandparents.
Yeah, it used to be mean as parents, and they get
Yeah.
grandparents. Oh, you can have
Like,
whatever
don't
you
hit
want.
him. Like,
Yeah.
no. With my ass when I was little though.
Yeah, that.
I think me personally, I'd always like Monica more.
Yeah,
I get it.
And certain like that Miss Thang album, top to bottom, she got her vocals was
Just one of them days, man.
dog. There's certain songs. Brandy kills certain songs, but I think she had the edge vocally.
Yeah, I think Brandy gave us more soul.
she did. She also gave us a lot more '90s feel to it too.
Yeah,
Like she had a lot more hip hop in
Yeah.
her music.
yeah.
Monica was more like you're gonna get R&B soul from me.
But you're
Yeah.
gonna get like attitude and sass in her music.
Yeah, that too.
I think that's why she edged her out to me, because it's like for that age of music, that shit was beyond its time, like before its time. Because wasn't nobody really singing that hard like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I heard she was quite promiscuous too, so that gives her cool points.
Oh man, there you go.
But then you just say something about horse.
Hey, like we was just talking about Maya before we started the podcast, and then do you got the dirt on every female in the industry?
So
I used to
does
listen to a lot of
Monica have cool points for that, and Maya not?
Yeah, I used to.
Without hesitation.
Yeah, then, like I said, I don't have to think about it. Yeah, I used to
He
listen to a
likes
lot
one
of
better.
rap music, and G Unit used to openly say her name, like Young Buck, that is, and Trina, as like girls that. It's a song. It's called "Celebrity Hoes."
Oh shit, I remember that song.
Young Buck featuring 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And they used what they used to do the whole mixtape. So they took the Common beat. Remember the Common song? Go go go
Oh,
go
shit.
go. So they switched it up, and the song was like hoes hoes hoes.
Oh,
hoes,
come
hoes.
on, bro.
And then in the beginning of the song, Young Buck phone was ringing, and he was like, "I like to shout out my nigga 50 for introducing me to so many celebrity hoes." He's like, "Hold on, my phone ringing right now. Who is this? Monica, Trina, somebody, some goddamn body." I was like, "Oh nah." And then, from that point on, I was just like, "Yo, this one G Unit too out of control, and two, man, Monica, that's crazy." Trina, I expected that from her.
Yeah,
She put that out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did not try and hide that at all.
yeah,
Megan before Megan.
yeah.
She
that's
was.
facts too.
Also, Lil Kim as well. Like she was definitely like before all of this and shit. That was she was the pinnacle of sexual.
That shit's crazy.
That's back when you would be Sean.
That shit is crazy.
Bitches,
Like,
when they
Kim
got
look like
Sean
a
for hot
person.
girl summer.
No bull.
Like back before she looked like a mannequin.
Who, Lil Kim?
Yeah.
I used to love Lil Kim too.
Oh my god, she was so bad. Like
She was.
so
I
bad.
don't know why she did that. to
Her
herself.
eyes were just that's what got me for real. Like she had some very pretty eyes.
Yeah, I used to like her eyes. her
Yo, it was
voice.
crazy. I used to like her teeth before she got them all. Like she had little buck teeth.
That was actually kind of cute.
Yeah. Now it's just like she just looked like plastic as fuck. That
Yeah,
shit,
that's what happens when you grow up and you hate yourself. Like she didn't come from a very good like background when it came to like self esteem.
And obviously niggas ain't helping out.
Nah,
Thanks,
nah.
thanks a lot, Big. It's his fault.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's talk about Big, man. Balancing Lil Kim and Faith Evans. Is he greedy or not, man?
yeah. That
That-
speaking of Faith Evans, how you feel about her?
I love Faith Evans.
Oh my god, yeah. She can sing.
Mm-hmm.
She can sing or she can sing.
She can do both. Faith.
Okay. I was wondering. You've been kind of a harsh critic so far.
Because I said Ashanti.
Because you said she couldn't sing or sing. Like it was,
You said she could
I said she
harmonize.
could sing. I
You
said she can't
harmonize.
sing.
yeah, you say she
Yeah,
could
definitely
harmonize.
harmonize. She can harmonize like best
That's
of.
so disrespectful. I feel like I can harmonize.
Hey.
I can't sing.
Yeah,
See, at least you admit it.
yeah.
If you compare Ashanti and then like if you ever hear her sister sing, her sister, she don't got no machine behind her though.
This probably doesn't deserve one either.
It probably don't deserve what
It's
shit.
the same thing with Beyonce and Solange. Like, yeah, Solange sounds good, but that it takes more than that.
I do. I like Solange honestly.
I like Solange too.
I like 2 songs, and I was never a fan.
No, I just like her voice. Like it's in singing. It doesn't matter about her songs, but I like her singing. So, going to stay on the Destiny Child road. Like, what about Kelly Rowland?
She could sing.
I feel like Kelly can sing.
I don't think she could sing though.
Nah, she ain't got no soul with
Okay,
it.
I agree with that.
She could definitely sing though.
Like she has a little bit of a, like somewhat of a broader approach
Yeah.
to her music. It's like more in your face, but like poppy style.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as far as having a real talent for hitting high, low, and all that, like interchanging her notes, nah.
I feel like only one person in the group could do all that.
Yeah, and that was Beyonce. So
Right.
well, we ain't hear much from Michelle or anybody else, but you know,
Another
And,
gospel, another gospel great.
Latoya Luckett and all
I
that.
think I like Latoya actually.
She can't sing though. Latoya,
I
she's like on a fine line, I think.
Yeah, all right. If I say she's teetering.
Yeah,
If you listen to Torn is my shit.
yeah, Tony, but she wasn't really singing, but it you felt like she could.
It's because of this one specific note in that song. And I was like, oh, all right. But it's probably because of the beat, too. I ain't even flex. She had me like every time that note come, I'm like, okay. But Michelle, I feel like she might have just been there because she was a friend.
She's talented though. She doing a thing in the gospel world.
In the gospel
is.
world,
Yeah. So, hey, sometimes you got you know.
I think out of the Destiny's Child songs, it's maybe 2 times that you hear Michelle singing, you like, okay. But
One
that
time
makes
for me.
Yeah, I think it was for me it was they had this one song. I think the song was called Emotions.
Yeah. That's the only song. I agree. That's
her best. That's her best.
Taking
Job.
me-
Like,
oh yeah,
bruh.
that's the only thing I can think of. The Emotions song.
Emotions,
Because they always
man.
showing off on that job. And it's a sad song. So I kind of want to say that don't even count. I feel like I could do a masterful job if I'm singing something sad.
I think Emotions, and I think the song Girl. She might have did all right on that one if I remember her verse correctly.
All right, I probably gotta hear it again. I might have heard it.
I think she had like the last verse and the note that she did at the end of it. I was like, okay, they wanted her to shine on this one.
Yeah. But she got a couple of good gospel songs where she you can
I feel like
you
that's
can hear the potential.
that's
I feel
probably her range though.
like, yeah, gospel.
Because in them other jokes, she just dead.
I mean, but they probably, yo, you ain't gotta do all that. This thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let
Like,
Beyonce,
relax,
let
yeah.
Kelly Rowland get this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know who in your group, just relax.
right, right. So,
But if you look at all that shit together, the songs, the performances, when she fell on stage in 106 Apart,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
let's not talk about that.
Stuff
bruh,
like that.
shit was hilarious. You know how many times I went back online and rewound that shit and watch how she fell down Kelly's leg.
Yeah,
and Kelly was like, "No, get the fuck up."
Yeah, they just
kept looking
Yeah, they
forward.
kept. Yeah, they played it off though. That could have held me up, Slim. Damn.
I'd have left.
I mean, the person. I feel
Right.
like Kelly should have helped. The other person on the far side could have kept going and stopped the show.
It was
But
like, "Here your falling ass go again."
like that's something she just normally do. That's how they was acting. Like they just,
They did like Kelly did fell again.
So that's really messed up.
I
Goes
looked
to
at
show
it.
how much of a friend you really are.
Bruh, you can
would've-
tell how much in front of y'all. If you look at
I would have helped her out.
what's the performance they did, I forgot what stage it was at, but they had pulled 3 guys up on stage. I forgot who Beyonce pulled up there. It wasn't Jay-Z. Kelly pulled Nelly up there.
Right.
And fucking Michelle pulled Magic Johnson up on
Oh,
stage,
Lord.
bruh.
Oh
And
Lord!
did you see they were supposed to be sexy because they was doing the cater to you, jump.
Right.
But looking at Michelle, it's like, all right, Beyonce, curves, hair, you know what I'm saying, vocals. Kelly, all right, she got that lean frame, cool, dark skin, cool. And Michelle, like even her dress wasn't flattering. Like why they do that to her?
Right. Oh, I thought you was gonna make a joke about Magic Johnson. And shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna do that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was
Hopefully
thinking.
get
She might just wanted to be around positive people. You know what I'm saying?
I get the joke. All right.
joke, that's the last
Real
one.
clever. Real clever.
Reason why, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, that's gold right there, man.
That's savage.
Gold standard.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all somebody else.
What we got?
So
Mark been rather quiet, man.
I know, like he been sitting over there this whole time chilling. Like he ain't say
I
nothing.
can't relate. I ain't got none of this dirt like y'all do.
Hey, you don't listen to music, man.
Yeah, I'm under the rock now.
Under the rock. I mean,
Look at
this early 2000s.
Yeah, look at this man.
Still under
Too
a rock.
cool for school.
Too cool for school. It's
Hey.
all good, man. We got it, man.
Yeah. Go ahead and enjoy your steroid cocktail over there.
And your
Don't show nobody.
multi-light ambience. You guys.
It's all right, bro. You can sit this one out if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening and learning.
Mark brought the lava lamp over this.
Yeah, he did. They got the incense burning and shit.
Got the mystique flowing.
I need tranquility.
Nigga
my
over in the
space.
corner, over in the corner doing yoga and shit.
It ain't working because we keep talking so toxic about all these females.
Yeah.
And if you're at war in this zone, at the end of the podcast, that jump probably gonna explode like a motherfucker.
Abort mission. Abort. Well, we gonna leave Mark alone. We gonna jump back into the topic. We're incredibly sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
So we still love you, bro.
Good.
No harm, no foul.
So who we got next, man?
All right, so I'm gonna jump into like more modern.
Okay.
So how y'all feel about Bruno Mars?
Love him.
Love Bruno Mars, bro. That nigga can sing and he can sing and acapella. He can kill it acapella.
I don't even think he can regularly sing. I think he can just sing. I don't think I've never heard him just sing.
I think everything that he's been on has been fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. Like he's
What's he signing? He's signing Motown. Like I understand why they're still around just for him. Like I
Like
get
shit,
it.
yeah.
Like he has like a Motown voice.
Yeah, he's a
The
very.
only thing I don't like about Bruno Mars now is his mustache.
Oh,
That junk got real like.
You don't like that? That's the 70s little.
you don't like the porn stash?
The 70s
bro,
porn
that's
stash?
Nah, I can't get with the porn stash, bro.
Is Bruno Mars white?
Nah,
What the fuck he
I think
is?
he's Filipino or something
he
like
gotta
that.
be something like that. I think he's not black. Cause I wish I could grow a mustache like that.
Shit.
Like, he's something. I can't remember exactly where the hell he's from. But
Yeah, Bruno Mars is fire though. Yeah.
okay, give you another one. The Weeknd. How you feel about him?
Love the weekend, man.
I think Weeknd is an acquired taste, but I don't think that he can't sing.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's kind of vague.
Yeah, that's kind of acquired taste. That's
Yeah, because
like
it's like,
shade.
nah.
Yeah,
not
that's
even.
how I feel.
I feel like if you make music that's good but doesn't resonate with you, his music doesn't resonate with me. Like, I feel like he's incredibly talented, but his music doesn't reach me personally.
Okay. So how does that make you feel about his voice in general?
He's got a great voice. He got a great voice. He got range in his voice. His music just doesn't hit me.
Understandable.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many singers nowadays that doesn't have a great voice.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's a lot of singers. You know.
Well, a lot of people that are considered quote unquote singers nowadays, they dabble more into the trap style of art.
So
But
you still got, of course, like you said, Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, Saint John. The dude who used the upside down cross.
What was it? Fucking August Alsina.
Oh, does he count?
I don't know.
Dropped a song.
I've been
like
listening to
7-8 years.
Sir lately.
I don't know who that is.
He signed to TDE. He's actually
I remember he dropped the fuck was that joke? Entanglements.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he dropped that joke like right after that.
Just trying to-
right after that shit came
Trying
out.
to take advantage of
wait,
it.
he dropped that.
Him and Rick Ross.
Oh, okay. I do remember Rick Ross. Entanglements. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that. But I didn't know that was August Alsina.
Yeah, it was them because of the whole Jada shit. That's where they came out with it. I was like, that's savage.
Yeah,
mean,
that's kind of that's throwing some shade on Will right there.
he doesn't care.
That's real fucked up.
Will Smith is figuring life out. He doesn't. He probably doesn't.
That
care.
shit hurt. You could tell it hurt, but that,
Yeah.
he Will Smith.
Yeah, like I wish like that's something good to fall back on. Like a girl cheat on you but you Will Smith though.
And that nigga went back in time and killed that Joyner Lucas feature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Killed that shit.
Yeah.
And like I'm honest, I was surprised as fuck when I heard it, because I was like, everybody knew that Will could rap, but then he started doing the movie shit, and I'm like, that's not what you was doing beforehand. Like, parents just don't understand shit like that. Summertime, and then you're doing like Nod Your Head and Hitch. And I'm like, all right, you doing all your soundtracks for your movies. That's cool.
Right. Wow.
You gonna make double money off your movies
Man,
and shit.
Shout out to Wild Wild West, bro. Like, that song was fire.
That shit was fire. Yeah.
When Pac,
Cisco
when Pac and Big died, Will Smith was out like running the rap game for like a little bit.
It's because that nigga was in old movies. You couldn't watch TV without seeing that nigga.
Yeah.
If it was even Fresh Prince reruns or movies. Yeah.
Movies, he definitely was.
That reminds me of the MTV jump when they came and performed that jump. They forgot Stevie Wonder on stage.
I forgot that.
It went to a commercial break. Nigga was still at the piano. Bro, I thought that shit was hilarious.
So,
Cisco, remember, he was out there.
Yeah, I was about to say. So speaking of Cisco, how do you feel about him?
That motherfucker sang.
Individually,
He could sing.
That boy got soul. But that's been the case since
See
he was
that?
little. He started in the choir and shit.
So you didn't like the group, or you just say him?
I mean, the group had who else? Jazz. Jazz was the only other person that could sing.
Think so?
Yeah, like Nokia didn't sing. That nigga just he was there for looks. You can tell that from the videos.
I mean the smooth talking. So you like? Do you like Drew Hill better than Boyz II Men, which a lot of people compare them as?
I thought you were gonna say Jodeci.
Nah, because technically what they used to say was Drew Hill was a modernized Boyz II Men. How do you feel about that?
That's debatable.
Two people that sang, and then like
I feel like everybody in Boyz II Men could sing.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
because
even the person that was there for the looks, he could sing.
even the third, because I forgot who the other person was. And I forgot all four of them. Because I know it's Nokia, Cisco, Jazz. What's the other nickname? Woody. Woody, I heard sing on one song, and that was 5 Steps. He started that one up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and then they had the new member, who was kind of
when they came back.
Yeah, he kind of had.
Yeah.
He sounded like Cisco.
Yeah.
he wanted to be the lead singer for real.
You could tell.
You
could tell like shit.
Because everybody was like, "Oh, they got 2 Ciscos now." You know what I'm saying? Like, brother. Yeah,
Cisco brother.
Yeah,
But shit, in comparison to Boyz II Men,
I take Boyz II Men.
I think they just brought a different feel. I feel like Drew Hill music more so spoke to me than Boyz II Men music did.
Yeah.
But certain Boyz II Men songs are irreplaceable.
Yeah, they are. I can completely attest to that.
That's facts.
They have some of the most iconic R&B songs.
Yeah.
Cause,
Mama.
yeah, bruh,
End of the
you
road.
play Mama one time, like you
I
about to tear up, bruh.
I had a few Boyz II Men tracks that helped me get over heartbreak.
Yeah, that's also true. You can't do that with Drew Hill for real.
Certain songs.
They have a couple of songs.
Yeah, but
Boyz II Men got like a little playlist.
Catalog.
You can-
They got a catalog. They specialize in that shit.
Right.
You got your heart broken? Listen to this song.
All right, this is the mid '90s, so obviously niggas out here getting hurt. So let's
so
you
shit.
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they were like the modern era, like Temptations.
yeah,
Because everybody in Temptations could sing.
Yeah, because they were. What made those groups unique is they were losing like who people thought was like the shit,
Yeah.
and still thriving and shit. Like, I always felt like that was cool about certain groups. Like when John Lennon left the Beatles and shit.
They still
And he's like, there's gonna be some crap without him. And it's like, okay, Paul McCartney's a mega, you know what I'm saying? He's a mega star now. You know what I mean? Like,
go ahead, step up.
yeah. Only thing I can think of a nigga leaving the group and the group just completely fall off the face of earth was Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
left
but
left the Jackson 5.
the Jackson 5, they technically wasn't built to be like single people as
was built
they
to
were,
be that
yeah,
man's
built to be
support.
as a whole. Like Michael
I mean,
Jackson was.
they could have replaced them. They could have replaced them though, right?
No, they couldn't. You can't
fuck no.
You can't replace Michael Jackson with anybody.
No, they could have brought in Janet Jackson.
That's not going to work.
That'd have been a different type of.
It would have, but I mean, but they just completely fell off.
Speaking of Janet and Michael, it just occurred to me. I read this shit recently that she was a dancer in the Thriller video. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Did not know that shit. She was absolutely dressed as a zombie and was dancing with that nigga. That's clutch.
Prior to time, I feel like making that video. That was a good time.
That's clutch. Yeah.
The Michael Jackson, like his spectacle,
Yeah,
regardless
like,
of what video you saw, was a spectacle.
Yeah. There was no. They was made to support him in that music thing, and that had to be a horrible feeling. As the older brothers, and this is the youngest nigga, you like, all right, he the talent. Y'all sing behind him and dance and shit.
Yeah, they probably didn't like that until the checks start rolling in.
Like, man, fuck this nigga, and then they get that first check. You know, like, you know what?
You know what? Yeah,
Maybe I came on a little too strong.
Right, right. Let's get to work on the next album. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you need anything, Mike?
Yeah, let's go on tour. You know, like, yeah.
Then they walk into a room, Mike got girls feeding them grapes and shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you want to share a couple of those girls?
Mike was that
Nah, I'm
dude,
good.
man.
I'm good.
He was that dude.
Yeah, Mike's the king, man.
So he was,
Yeah,
man. They actually compare his. Well, they say like between him and Freddie Mercury, man, having like the best voices ever in any type of genre.
I like Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury can fucking sing.
I'll take Michael Jackson though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd personally take
Michael
Michael
Jackson on Human
but-
Nature. That kind of sold it up for me and shit.
Oh yeah, that's your favorite song all time.
Yeah, that's like my favorite song of all time.
Human Nature.
Yeah, I kind of felt like he just gave you a little bit of everything in Human Nature. Like he just showcased everything, like highs, lows, like you know, thins, wides, falls. Like he just was just the harmonizing, the individual singing, like humming. Like he just gave you a little bit of like, you know, I'm just gonna give everybody a little bit of everything on this song. You know what I'm saying?
Throw
Like,
everything into the mix.
right?
Yeah, that nigga was cooking for real, bro. Chef Curry before Chef Curry.
Like
Yeah.
shit.
So what do y'all feel about like Prince? Because you know,
Come on, bro.
technically that was
You can't even.
supposed to be his.
That was supposed to be rivals. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
to speak.
He had a
It's
story
not
about the bad video.
what was that?
That So if you look at the video of Bad,
Mhm.
you see Wesley Snipes' part. Initially, they wanted that to be Prince.
Oh, okay.
But Prince was like, the first line of the song is "Your buddy's mine." He was like, "Who's saying that to who? Because you're not saying that to me, and I'm definitely not saying that to you."
Right.
So he opted out of it, and that's why Wesley Snipes got that part.
Oh yeah.
That speaks to them niggas' egos right there. You're like, you
Yeah.
ain't about to
Prince
tell me your
Prince said
buddy's
that
mine.
it was like egos between them.
You see this one performance because like Mike had a bigger name when they started their careers off.
He had the machine behind him.
So
Prince.
Deservedly so, though. Michael
He
Jackson.
did. Prince. He got the machine behind him eventually.
yeah, he got it.
But Mike was like 8 years old with the machine behind him, so it's not too much he's gonna be able to do by the time you're grown. You know what I'm saying?
That's who I if there was any artist I'd compare to Prince, as far as like the total package, that would have to be Bruno Mars.
Well,
To
they
me.
compare him to Mike.
They compare The Weeknd to Michael Jackson nowadays.
I think
His
that's
vocally
reach.
they do that.
Yeah,
Vocally,
I would say Bruno Mars is closer to Mike than.
Yeah, I mean I've heard it though. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people they'll pretty much like do it based on the fact that his voice is somewhat similar and his vocal work, like his highs, his lows, and all of that, it coincides together. Like sort of how Michael Jackson used to do his. So if you did, I mean, I actually listened to his music avidly, and his first song that I ever heard was DD, which technically Dirty Diana, for a cover for that song.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, okay,
oh, when they did that album for him.
yeah.
Okay.
And his first song, well, the first song that I'd heard was Dirty Diana, well, DD, and he sounded really, really close to Michael Jackson. And a lot of his songs on Starboy was very Michael Jackson-esque. So,
He's definitely got a voice.
Yeah. Starboy is a classic too, by the way. The song is.
Well, I'm talking about the album.
I know,
song,
no, I'm
but
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah. That song is. That song actually got like a 1 point something billion views.
Deservedly so.
Yeah, that and which one? It's a lot of he got a lot of songs like really up there.
Yeah.
Cause I think he didn't really pop until the second album.
That's not that nigga Bruno. Yeah.
So we going if we going with this thing is, which is we stretching across pop and R&B. I feel like we're only obligated to bring up R. Kelly.
Yeah, like all his
Outside of like the outside antics,
Just the artist. The artistry of R. Kelly.
artistry of R. Kelly, top notch. Sang.
R. Kelly can sing.
I feel like he kept his talent, even though he did songs that, like throughout the later years, really didn't showcase it.
He changed with the times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely did.
Yeah,
he definitely
because
did.
he was
if
making.
if you go back,
the '80s R&B.
yeah, to fucking like that. You remind me in my car and shit.
Yeah.
Them songs. The nigga, he could always,
I don't see nothing wrong.
Bruh.
Bro,
Bald head R.
that
Kelly.
song is so great. That song is so great. And then if you can take away his outside shit, like anything,
Yeah,
outside
that's
of the
it.
studio.
That's it.
'Cause
Yeah.
if you listen to that song and then think about all the outside shit, it's like I don't even want to sing this joint.
Right. Because you know he on some act up.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
You know he on some act
I
up.
don't even
Yeah.
want to sing this.
Then age is nothing but a number and all that
And
shit.
I'm like, bruh, he was giving niggas the signs.
Yeah. Yeah. But the talent is there.
The talent is definitely there.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And he writes songs.
Yeah, he
can write songs.
wrote for Michael Jackson.
I believe I Can Fly, and then they did
That song is irreplaceable.
It is.
Irreplaceable.
yeah,
as
Michael
fuck.
Jackson wrote that for him, and then he wrote You Are Not Alone.
Mhm.
That was the deal. You just trade hits. Like,
Bro, and those are both hits.
right,
Like,
massive
hits.
hits. Yeah, like, hey, I got this song. It's gonna be a hit, but
that's your talent circle. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this.
yeah,
I'll give you this.
Right, let's trade it. Yeah,
Let's make millions. That shit's
Son,
crazy.
But Michael Jackson writing I Believe I Can Fly. That's one of R. Kelly's biggest songs. If
It
not
is.
is the biggest song he's
Like,
ever had.
shit, yeah.
It is, and just imagine how much like to say what if Mike would have kept that? It would have been that much bigger.
Yeah, it would have. It would have.
Yeah, like
I don't think
because he
R.
was
Kelly could have pulled off You Are Not Alone.
nah.
I think even if Mike had did fuck I Believe I Can Fly, it just had a different feel. I think R. Kelly had to sing that song.
I mean, when Mike was writing it, he probably was like, this would probably be good for Robert. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit, yeah. I think Robert would do a really good job on
yeah.
My voice is just too pure.
Right. Hey, Robert, I just wrote a new song. I believe I can fly. I think it'd be perfect for you.
Now that you think about it, knowing Michael Jackson, he absolutely wrote that song.
Yeah. Like, yeah. He was like,
Absolutely.
yeah, like,
Because that sounded like some shit he'd say. In
I believe I can fly. That's his personality. Yeah, that's his personality. Like, that is his personality. Just,
shit.
And then that song actually sparked one of the funniest child parody songs of all time. Like
yeah. Got shot by the FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All I wanted was some collard greens.
Yeah, they must have been good friends because I mean they're not on the same label, they're not in the same group or anything. They just
Shit.
get this.
Niggas met at on tour and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild, bro. Like, to be able to trade.
Yeah, normally
Hits like
normally
that.
it's some type of we used to be in the same group or we on the same label. You know, something ties you into like
Yeah, that's just a showcase of talent right there, though. Because
Yeah.
both of those songs are
just massive hits.
Oh.
Yeah,
Another R. Kelly song I like, World Greatest. That shit cranks.
yeah, super
Yeah,
motivational.
world greatest. I can say that.
Super motivational.
Yeah, like shit. Like if I'm feeling down, I can listen to that shit, get a little pumped up.
Yeah,
The whole time. Yeah.
Like one of his unsung songs that a lot of people don't really go too far back into. Like remember I'm a Bad Man.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
yeah. That was a fire song.
yeah.
Actually,
Like-
speaking of talent, the Kirk Franklin jump, what R. Kelly was on,
Which one? Hold on. Which one was that?
this was like I Am Here.
I think I probably heard that like once. But
R. Kelly partnered and killed that shit. And I was like, oh,
He said, oh, yeah.
this one right here. Like,
see, but the thing is, like, it wasn't taboo for certain artists to cross genres,
yeah,
because that's technically where they came from.
Facts.
Like, a lot of them were gospel singers before they were R&B artists. And let's see, because you think of how many of the artists that we knew as R&B hit artists.
Went to go do gospel.
Yeah, they went into gospel, and then you see their upbringing. Oh, they were in the choir.
yeah.
So say you're doing gospel, right? What makes you say, I want to go do R&B now? Are you tired of talking about God, or do you want to talk about sex now? Like,
Probably.
what? Think
Probably
so?
because some people was forced into it. You know how, like, in a lot of black households, parents force you into church.
Right.
When you get older,
That
now
too.
that you know that you have that choice, you decide, well, they can't force me to do this shit, so now I won't.
Yeah, I can go with that.
That definitely was the reason that I wasn't going to church, because I got forced to go to church when I was younger.
Right.
So did I. So
Like, you grow up and you develop your own belief system. Like, everybody believes in a higher power.
Right.
Not everybody necessarily believes the book and particularly what's written in it or how it's written.
Right.
A lot of people could look at it and be like, oh, it's a dated concept, considering that it was written BC and shit. So I'm like, a lot of what's in there to some people doesn't apply to the times. That's the way to look at it.
Yeah.
I understand that. I can
This was a
understand.
conversation I had the other day. Hi.
Oh Lord. Up.
Hits blunt.
Yep. Do the Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
So this conversation, sir. What was the what did it entail?
Well, in a whole, it was basically like, if you were to put a statute of limitations on something, such as the Bible, like, how does it apply to the times now? Because you think about it, a lot of stuff was different back then. Like, particularly the dress that people wear now, the fact that it was frowned upon for dudes that have long hair, and you got people with locks now, people with fucking Viking braids and shit. Like, a lot of that. If you look at certain stuff, there's a statute of limitations on it, because like certain stuff in there doesn't apply. But a lot of people like to pick and choose out of there, and I'm like, that's why I don't really dive head first into religion or into Christianity, because it's like it's hypocritical. People pick and choose what they want to be holy or what they want to apply. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some people will condemn you for sex out of wedlock,
Right.
but they'll go get tatted up, or they'll worship false idols such as celebrities.
Right.
Okay.
And it's like, looking at all, that's too many contradictions for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'm not big on it because people often use it as a control.
bruh, oh my
tactic.
God, yes. That and the
Yeah.
fact that if you dive into the history lesson behind it, that's the type of religion that we were, as African Americans, forced to learn by our fucking colonizers.
Right.
So I'm like, that's not our religion.
Right.
So if people want to dive into it, it's so many different reasons to look at it like, oh, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, it's too much uncertainty.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I think it's a lot of life lessons in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's the experiences with the actual people that kind of, takes you away from it. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
I think like what drew me away from church was the hypocrisy behind it. Like, how you can preach certain stuff and then condemn people for certain stuff.
right.
If they say the book says come as you are,
Right.
but you decide to wear jeans to church, the pastor got issue with it because they not slacks.
Right.
But it's like, but you want me to read the book? If that's what it says in the book, why is that an issue? Shit like that. And then the fact that, like, when it was going to church heavy, that's when I started growing my hair, and everybody had an issue with it. I'm like, you pick and choosing, like you splitting the hairs now.
Right.
That shit to me just was like, this ain't for me. I believe in a higher power because we all came from somewhere.
Right.
But as far as like this being the story, I can't be sure. So A lot of people thrive on research and shit, and I'm not gonna do my due diligence to do it, of course. But
that's it. That's at the end of the day, it's all selective because it's like there's not like there's just one place you can go to be like, yo, this is the 100% truth.
Yeah.
Like obviously, it's the year 2021, and so obviously these events allegedly took place thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
So you know how many people have had their hands on these books, these scriptures.
So like, who's to say what's written wasn't just according to some man?
Yeah.
And not the man.
Like if Mike lived 200 years ago, and he's keeping a log in a journal.
I'm old as shit out here, bro.
Of what he went through in life,
Yeah.
and he dies, and I come along and I find this book, and I just so happen to be like, oh, this is pretty cool. Okay, I'm learning some lessons. I don't like this page right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You rip it out. Rip it out.
I don't like this
I don't like
page
this right
right
now. I don't like that right there.
It'd be like, oh nah, it'd be cooler if he did this.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, next thing you know, it's been 1,000 years. Like, man, I've died, and Mark finds the book, and now he might not like what I done said. You know what I'm saying? So now somebody else comes along and is like, yeah, we're gonna go about this, and the dude's been like tampered with.
Yeah, because it's definitely different versions of the Bible.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
who decided that there was to be another version, or who decided what the cutoff was for this version to start a new version?
Right.
Like I ain't.
So, yeah, I'm more so just you just enjoy the experience. I believe in a higher power.
I think some people feel the need to have something like stable like that they can hold on to that gives them direction.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not against that at all, though.
I mean, I'm not against it.
You got to think.
I just particularly myself, I'm not a fan of that in particular.
Because just imagine if people didn't think. Like, imagine if 100% of people on Earth believed that there was no God. You know how much anarchy would be on
It'd be
Earth.
fucking chaos. Yeah.
like a lot of the reason like there's not just 1 million murders a day.
Yeah.
Is because majority of people believe like
There's that fear of the beyond.
Yeah. So if people was just like, okay, when we die, we're just gonna get thrown in the ground. Your conscience is just gonna go back to the sun or wherever it came from. It'd be mass murders like literally every second of every day. Like it would. No, if you did something wrong, I would kill you. With
no fear of consequence.
Yeah.
So I think the fear of the consequence, or the fact that some people realize like, oh, if I do this, I could potentially be taken away from everything that I know and love.
Right. And then when you do die, you're going to a place where
fire and brimstone, or the gates,
which is also a story to talk about, but we could say that for another day as far as how that goes.
Yeah, we definitely jumped off topic, but you know how this shit goes. At this point, like I said before, this is the ADHD podcast.
Yeah. So any more comparisons before we go? Any more?
I got tons of them, but we can always save it for another day.
Yeah. Well, let's do one more. Let's
one more.
Yeah, at least get back on topic before we.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. One more. It's not even going to just be. It's not just a single person.
Okay.
This is a group. How do you feel about the Temptations as a whole?
Yeah. As a whole?
Yeah, as a whole, with every person in the group.
So not just Davey Ruffin.
No. Everybody, as a whole, like as a collective, in each of their own rights.
I feel like outside the lead singer and maybe the second mic, I feel like they're good harmonizers. To use his term.
Okay.
Like to use Tez's term, I feel like they're good harmonizers. I feel like for the most part, every group like that was almost like that.
Okay.
Like the lead singer is just otherworldly, and maybe the second mic could keep up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe
it's like just a step behind.
Yeah, and then it's just like, you know, every group got a choir boy. So once you get to the choir boy on down, it's just like, you know, I just here for the background vocals and support, man.
Hey, then you gotta have your tenor.
Yeah, it's good. They each person probably has a good style, but I don't know. As a group, Temptations, all right.
Okay, Cortez.
I feel like as a whole, yeah, they made good music. But yeah, you can't going by the standards of now. As a whole, I think that yeah, without the whole mix, they wouldn't have been as hot.
Okay.
Because you had at least two people that stood out that could do solo shit. But think about, and I don't want to. This isn't a comparison because I don't want to put them in the same realm as the Temptations. But if you think about NSYNC, you think about when Justin left, there was no NSYNC anymore.
Okay, I can see that.
That's with the average group though. Like
yeah, because B2K when Omarion left, it was just niggas dancing.
he's the group. Like
Yeah.
he is the group. Like it's very rare that you get like a new addition. Well, Bobby Brown leaves,
Because
and
all them niggas can sing.
yeah,
All of them
you
can
know,
sing.
like
Even when Bobby left and Johnny came, Johnny can fucking sing.
yeah, like okay, we don't need you, and then we got him. But even if he never came along, it's like an all-star team. You know what I'm saying? So it's
even
like
with Bell Biv DeVoe, that one nigga can sing.
right.
Yeah. So he was cool enough with them for them to be like, you know what, y'all can rap, I can sing. Let's still do something.
Right, like
Yeah, when all the singers left,
yeah, it's very rare that the main person leaves and the group is still.
Yeah, because you know TLC like once. Yeah, Lisa, we still love you.
Rest in peace, Left Eye.
Yeah, once she died, it was like all downhill from there.
yeah, like Shelly can sing, but
It's a
she was the soul of that group.
because it's a difference between you can sing, but like I was saying in the beginning, it takes much more than that to appeal to the masses.
Yeah,
You know, like you gotta have Tilly can sing and she looks hella good, but
That
she's
is also
laid
true.
back,
yeah.
quiet, like smooth. Like we want to see Left Eye setting a nigga house on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like you cut the news on, yeah, Lisa Left Eye's been arrested, setting Andre Rising house on fire, and you know shit like that. So it's like, damn, she really a wild chick. So what she's saying in her music might be real.
Yeah, because she even quoted that shit in the Ladies Night song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
son,
and you
go
out here
hard.
doing it. Yeah, you out
Go
here
hard.
doing it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, shout out to the women who did the remember when they did the Lady Marmalade little remake?
yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to
right.
them.
All of
They
them
got a lot of backlash for that song too.
they did, but
Yeah.
I think they did pretty well.
Nowadays, that song would have been.
They killed that shit.
They would have. That song today would have.
Christina Aguilera, I think, had the best on that song. Like she did the best to me.
Christina Aguilera, yeah. Pink can sing like a motherfucker.
She
too, though.
can,
I was biased, so I was gonna rock with Lil Kim.
Everybody rock with Lil Kim.
of
yeah.
course. Like
I was rocking with Maya though, because that's around the time like Woe came out.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yo,
she's
So,
fine,
yeah.
bro. It's fine.
And then when she did the song with Cisco, and I was like, okay, Maya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my boo for a while.
Yeah, and then a little bit after that, she did the song with Jay-Z.
Oh, the best of me.
The Best of Me. Yeah.
I mean, the dope shit about her is that she from here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I feel like we can't end the podcast without bringing up one R&B female legend. That's Lauryn Hill. At least a legend for one album.
All right, see, here's the thing about Lauryn
yeah.
Hill, right?
I love Lauryn Hill, bro.
I love Lauryn Hill.
For that one
I love
album,
that
I love
album.
Lauryn Hill too.
But I feel like the fact that that's her claim to fame. Like, if you take away the music with the Fugees, because obviously the Fugees is a completely another
They can
machine.
not count.
She,
No,
she
it
did.
count.
She
It
did
counts.
very
It
well
count,
with
Count.
them.
The Fugees
I'm not- I'm
count.
saying it's a different. I'm not saying that she didn't.
Bruh.
No, he's trying
I'm
to
saying if you
distinguish
take
the
if you
group
take
from the solo.
if you take her body of work outside of the group body of work, just
That's
the
not-
miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
That's not fair.
Killing Me
else
Softly
has she
was
added,
like
though?
amazing.
She's a part of a group.
It was. I'm not. I'm,
She's a part
I'm,
of a-
saying- I'm not taking nothing away from
She's
her.
a part of a group. Like that's
yeah, that's-
out of
Yeah,
control.
That's
but
really
she
not
dropped
a fair
solo
comparison.
album though.
She did.
And it's like one of the best selling female
No,
artists.
she quit and moved. That's where you're getting at. It ain't like she just got shelved or something. Like, nah, she sold a lot of albums, and then
she tried to make a comeback.
she didn't. Oh well, Mace found out the hard way too. Like,
But Mace had hits when he came back, at least 2.
but it didn't last. Before Mace left, Mace, because he could come on the beat and snap his finger, and he was gonna sell 1 million records. like you leave. What Kanye West said in that one song? He's like, I can't leave when I'm hot. That's how Mace screwed up. Like that shit matters, son. Like, you be
It
at the
definitely
top of the
matters.
mountain, you got to stay there as long as you possibly can. Once
She stayed there for the completion of that album.
Yeah.
Granted, the Fugees was steps up there to that album, but yeah, "Killing Me Softly" is a legendary song. I'm not taking enough away from her body of work, but the fact that she left, to me,
a couple of singles that wasn't on the album, like,
Like,
that joint with Aretha
Ready or
Franklin.
Not was a terrific song. She did
but
amazing on the
Rose-
hook.
Rose is still a rose.
yeah,
Like,
that shit cranked.
Yeah, that's what I'm
shit
saying. Like,
cranked, yeah.
even something like this,
She got hits,
hit. Yeah,
but like I think when people put her, like when people are placing people, they put her at the top.
oh, they do.
Yeah, and I
No,
feel
I'm not a fan of that at all.
Yeah,
I say I argue the same thing with Biggie. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
The body of work is sorry. He's
I wouldn't place her at the top of shit. Like, I wouldn't do that. I'll probably give something like that to. I mean, you can arguably say Beyonce, or you can
She's on top
say
of my list.
Alicia Keys,
Unquestionable, undoubted.
like Alicia
Beyonce-
Keys and somebody like
Beyonce.
because Alicia was writing for people. You got to also put that in
That's
consideration as well.
you got to put Neo in the conversation because he wrote for so many people.
Yeah, Neo did the same thing.
he wrote for Rihanna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wrote for Beyonce.
yeah.
He did write for Beyonce,
But she writes for other people too. Hey, it's just one train. It just I write for you, you write for me, and that's why I told you, like, the other day I was like, I wouldn't have a problem with a ghostwriter because it's like that probably awards you so much free time.
like shit.
Yeah, like, you just living
Just
life.
sound good saying this.
Right. Like,
I don't know, bro. I've always been somebody that pride myself on writing, so I'd rather like listen to somebody who is writing majority of this stuff.
That's how I feel about rap music, like lyricism. That was always my biggest
Mm-hmm.
thing. So certain artists spoke to me more than like certain mainstream artists would. When I found out Wayne had a ghostwriter at the beginning of his career, I was like,
crushed you. It crushed me. Yeah.
got credibility. man.
Yeah. It, not for everybody else though, but the same thing about Drake.
Yeah.
He's literally stealing people's verses,
That shit.
and he's still the artist of the decade.
The shit that hurts me the most about that is that he light skinned. It's a personal thing. It's personal.
Well, a lot of people say
Hurts
that's
my
like.
soul.
I mean, but
A
he
lot of
ain't
people
light
say
skinned
that's
with dreads
light-skinned.
though, so he don't count.
A lot of people say that's light skin shit though, so I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
You're
'Cause
here.
I ain't music wise. I ain't never stole nobody shit.
I thought about it.
Oh damn!
I ain't never stole nobody shit.
You keep seeing everybody else doing it and topping charts and shit. It creep into your mind. Now.
I think that's why I stopped. Honestly. Yeah, I think that's why I stopped because it's like,
Stop making music.
yeah, one, we weren't having no fun with it. We weren't getting no push behind it, and it just stopped being fun. Cause like, I listen to some of my old shit, and I be like, yo, I had bars, and then I listen to this shit that was on the radio around that time. I'm like, the fuck am I even doing it for?
That's why I stopped making music.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
I'm like, yo,
exactly
you-
why I stopped making music too.
If you write like Glue and True, it's a hit right there. The Glue True song. But I'm writing
Glue
bars,
True song.
and I'm like, yo, the Glue True song is on the radio right now. Or they got a video for the Glue True song. Nigga, do you see the Glue True dance? Like, all that shit's coming from songs and music that you like, why the fuck is this even get pushed? Why is this on?
Well, TikTok is to blame a lot for that.
But TikTok uses a lot of lyrical songs too, though.
No, the shit on TikTok, well, the
TikTok,
niggas
is,
in there
TikTok
rapping.
is actually balanced.
The shit, the niggas is on there rapping the beats and shit. Some of that shit is dope.
Yeah.
Like, I thought about doing one of them, but then I stopped because I was like, no, because TikTok is basically everybody doing the exact same shit.
Right.
Yeah,
And I like it because we could be doing the exact same shit and we're still both going to get a bunch of views.
yeah. See, I fuck with that.
Yeah, like if we do the same jump and they see your shit and they keep scrolling and see my shit, they're still going to like my shit too, even though they just seen you do the exact same. You know what I'm saying?
That only feels like that everybody's gonna see it. That's the good shit about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just everybody repeating themselves.
Yeah. It's like a acting school.
Yeah.
That's what I use it for.
That's why I try to do certain shit, like do certain jumps that's not according to the whatchamacallit, like my last video, and that was some
Yeah.
spur of the moment shit. I don't even know why the fuck I thought it up, but it happened, and I ain't seen nobody else do that shit.
Not
But
yet.
you'll probably see it now.
Yeah.
So
About,
it's
about a week or two from now.
Yeah, somebody's
Because
doing it.
I've
yeah.
done a couple of Jones and it's just like you click on a little joint at the bottom and your video be the only one in that little hashtag, and then you come back like 2 weeks later and it's
like
like,
a million of them.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
see what niggas is doing, you know. But I do it too, so I ain't, you know.
That's
My
why
first couple videos, yeah. Like the first video I ain't hear nobody do, but then I did a couple of them that I knew. It was like, all right, this person did that, but they did a horrible job. Let me do it better.
Yeah. Or you could just take it like in a different direction and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy TikTok though. I pop up here and there, dropping 3-4 videos, man.
It's definitely something to keep you fucking entertained.
Yeah.
I never jumped into TikTok and I don't plan on it.
That's what I said beforehand.
Me too.
Like literally though, the only reason I got on it is because when IG changed up their recording format and you couldn't do like those still shots anymore, and I found out you could on TikTok, I was like, I'll just do my old videos on there. But then I saw all the other features and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, this might be something. So it was worth it at the end of the day. But it wouldn't even happen had IG not changed their shit up.
I was saying, just saw one too many funny videos coming from there.
Once I got on there and started like researching this shit, I'm like, oh, niggas is funny as fuck on here.
Yeah. And it's just like after a while, I was just like, let me sign up on this motherfucker and see what the hubbub.
It worked out.
You know what I'm saying?
The hubbub.
Yeah,
I saw one of my videos I got crazy views on. I was geeked. Like, it's up to like 1,700 now. I was like, bet. Hitting them Avery numbers now.
Chill.
Oh man.
Chill.
Oh
my
man.
on TikTok, I think my highest one is almost at 2,000 like views. But it be the jumps I be doing with the toxic toxic relationship jumps with the females and shit. Like everybody likes saying shit like that. So I was like,
that shit's relatable. Everybody fuck with it, be like, I lived that, nigga. This nigga on something.
yeah. So it is. And shorty, the main shorty that I be duetting with, she all down to earth and shit. Cause I posted it on Instagram, and she commented on the joint and made it seem like we was really talking and shit. I don't know this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, I ain't mean to say bitch on the pod, you know. But
She gonna listen to this joke. You ain't comment on nothing.
right. But she commented on the joint. She's like, I try to tell you I was crazy in real life and all this and that. And I'm like, oh yeah, she playing right along with it. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
I wish that one chick would have had me back. What I was talking about the meat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But on there you never know though,
Bro, that shit had me lunching.
cause you would go on the chick page and you be like, she got like 200,000. She ain't about to see my shit.
Yeah.
And then she'll comment on the joke. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah. It's TikTok is like, I feel like it's a ticking time bomb.
Bro, the only thing I don't like about it is how they'll take certain videos and be like, oh, this violates community guidelines.
Yeah,
That shit blows me. There's this one chick, right? And I guess she identifies as a guy. Completely fucking topless on that now. With like a towel over her shirt. She got her fitted on backwards and shit. And I'm like, bro, them titties. Any way you look at it, them titties right there.
Right.
But you muted my video and I said one word in it. Not one titty was in that video. You know what I'm saying? That shit blew the fuck out of me. But that's why I uploaded it on IG too. So I got big views on that.
Yeah. I started doing that too. Uploading them on Instagram.
Put them like the ones that is like 30 seconds or less. You can put those in your reels too.
Oh yeah.
And those are appeal to like even more people.
Oh okay.
So that's why I do it on both now.
Oh okay.
But I gotta take the other one down because I looked at it and it's 47 seconds, so it plays some of the video. People still liking the reel, but
yeah, then you gotta continue to.
Yeah, like you just go to the
like
page.
that shit.
That shit dumb.
Yeah.
So
My videos be too long for that.
that's why like certain videos it's only like 20 some odd seconds. I'll put those in the reels too.
Bro, my videos are like lengthy.
Yeah. I try to keep mine to the 60-second threshold because I'll be wanting to have that option to hit continue to keep watching because I know motherfuckers ain't gonna do it. Yeah.
I mean,
that's what those I just put on my page regularly.
Yeah.
And then the reels you could use for the shorter videos. Because I got a couple minute videos on my regular page.
Oh, okay.
Like all my old videos is a minute. I was like, I'm gonna make the most of this little time slot.
That's what's up. Cause I know on IG they was having I don't know if anybody else is having this problem, but when you upload a video, it wasn't making it so that you could I don't know, you can enlarge and shrink the video so you can see the whole thing and not like portions of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, certainly like the frame is too big for what
Yeah.
they allow. Yeah.
That used to annoy the hell out of me, and I had to re-upload a video at least like 7 or 8 times.
I think a couple of my videos actually, was like I had to when you're cropping it in there, you got to choose where you want it to be able to be viewed. So it's like a lot of times I'm cutting off my tags for my TikTok shit. So that's why I'll put it in the reels too, because you get the whole fucking effect in that jump. So like that's probably where you should put it, but you also got to think about if it's how long it is.
Yeah,
I
my
think
videos
once you
long.
get a certain number of views, you're allowed to extend it to a minute on reels. I'm not sure. I gotta look into it. That's what my friends was telling me, but yeah, once you get the option to actually put the whole shit in there and not compromise the integrity of your video, I'm gonna look into that for the both of us.
Greatly appreciate that. You've always been a big help, Cortez, sir.
I do what I can. Get back to the community.
And we appreciate you for it.
Definitely.
But today has been a very productive day. So this has been another Breaking the Narrative podcast, even though Mark decided that he wanted to sit this one out, even though he's sitting right next to us. But
on the microphone this whole time.
yeah, he said a damn thing.
Headset, microphone, just muting, man.
But again, it's been another Breaking the Narrative podcast. I'm Tony.
I'm Teddy.
This is Cortez. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, tell him to smash. Go ahead.
Smash that subscribe button.
And you want to say something at the end?
This is Mark Anthony.
Look at him. had to be sexy and shit.
Yeah, I get the ladies wet before we go.
All he missing is, oh yeah.
Yeah, we out of here.